What's happening, YouTube, Facebook, Daily Motion, and welcome to a brand new review on a Power Rangers Lightning Collection figure review, part of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've been waiting for all month long. Sorry that I delayed this review because when I pre-ordered the original Black Ranger off of Amazon, and as soon as it was about to be released everywhere else, this figure took a while to show up, and alongside Mighty, aside from In Space Yellow, but luckily today I got him. So here I am, Anthony, on Power Rangers Lost Galaxy fan film / PRLostGalaxy2014 with my review of the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Original Black Ranger. At least I didn't get the Dragon Shield Black Ranger because it would cost me too much, and then what was the point getting the Dragon Shield Black Ranger when common sense this was coming out? So let's go ahead and take a look at Zach, the original Black Ranger himself, out of the box, and how he stacks up so far. And the more I collect of MMPR, the better. It's Morphin Time! Black Ranger power! Man, these figures just keep getting better and better, especially for the original team. Okay, so now that I got the Black Ranger out of its package, let's take like with all the other figures I've reviewed. First off, I'm going to start differently with the accessories. First being the Blade Blasters. Now, for some reason, unlike the other Mighty Morphin Rangers for the core group, the Black Ranger comes with two different formations of the Blade Blaster. First is the gun mode, and then the little small blade mode, because feels like this is the only one that comes with this, because when I got the Red Ranger, it didn't come with this. Once I get pink, blue, and yellow, they probably won't come with this, probably, but I'll find out when I get my hands on those other three of the original 5 eventually. The Blade Blaster is just like all the other ones, but actually, come to think of it, if I take the one off the Red Ranger, yeah, I know I got Jason out so I can compare how this comes so far. The Blade Blasters are identically, well, I've noticed that there was more white on the Red Ranger's blaster, while there's a little white on the Black Ranger's blaster. So there was a difference I noticed just now, as soon as I put the focus on, just to take a gander at this for you guys to look at it. And I just thought about that because with the Red Ranger, there was like all of this white bleeding out over the blaster, while the Black Ranger one has a little bit of it, which is kind of odd. And it feels like he's the only one to get the blade formation of the Blade Blaster gun, so I don't know why the heck he has just one of these. I mean, I bet you the other Rangers probably have it because the Red Ranger didn't come with one earlier. Okay, place the Blade Blaster into the Black Ranger's holster. Man. Okay. As with all the other Lightning Collection figures, interchangeable hands. We've seen these a lot. Don't need them. But the main attraction is the weapon and the lightning piece. Now, if you had the Dragon Shield Black Ranger, the lightning piece for this was blue, while this is more of a magenta pink color. And it looks good, unless if you put some translucence and put it up to the light. Yep, it looks, even when you have it around the light, it has this glowy effect. And then the Power Axe. Now, if you got the Dragon Shield Black Ranger figure, the power coin to his weapon, I think, was colored. And then you also have the Power Axe. I mean, the Power Axe on the Dragon Shield one was a lot longer, but again, I didn't get the Dragon Shield one. Well, this just looks, well, it's more like a closed gun formation, but the Dragon Shield one had a longer formation to it. Now, this is how you are going to place the lightning piece. The lightning piece is going to go into the hole of the cannon of the Power Axe, known as the Cosmic Cannon, which was another alternative term for this. And this is how the Blade Blaster, I mean, not the Blade Blaster, I know, I got 2 of the 5 Mighty Morphin in order to build the Power Blaster, but I'll get to that when I get the other 3 Rangers. And this piece goes straight into the hole, so be careful plugging this piece into the hole of the Power Axe. Okay, now let's take a look at Zach's head before I get to the Black Ranger figure itself. Unlike also another comparison to the Dragon Shield Black Ranger figure of Zach. this head sculpt of Zack looks a lot better than the one from the Dragon Shield figure, because at least this clearly looks like Walter Jones, while the one we had from the Dragon Shield one looks like a prototype bootleg looking one. Well, this looks exactly like Walter, because you can tell the earring on the side here. And for some reason, when we got this Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, they could have came with two different heads of Zack, one being a season 1 head and this being the season 2 head, which this had already come with, because this hairdo of Zack was when Austin, Tui, and Walter were leaving the show. I know that's painstaking to say, because this is the hairstyle he had with the dreads, which I wasn't really much of a fan of him having the dreads back then, because I was always more into Zack having the buzz cut, you know, that iconic buzz cut hair he had during season 1 and early season 2. By the point of season 2's evolution, with the, you know, reintroduction to Tommy being the White Ranger and all, and the power transfer, Zack had this hairdo because this was back when, again, the original 3 were fired, and I don't know why they had to go with this hairdo, because it looks ugly. I mean, I wish it came with his buzz cut and not the dreadlock Zack. I mean, unless I have to buy the Dragon Shield Black Ranger in order to get the buzz cut head of Zack. But for the main release of him, we're stuck with his ugly dreadlock looking one. But again, I like the way how they did his face. At least they got his face right this time, unlike the Dragon Shield one. But I'll get to snapping his head onto the Black Ranger helmet itself. Now onto the Black Ranger itself. This is now my third Mighty Morphin Black Ranger figure I have in my collection of Mighty Morphin so far. Now, the helmet sculpt for the Mastodon helmet looks slightly better from what I saw, because originally I at first wasn't digging the way how they did this head sculpt for the Black Ranger, but now that I've seen it in person for the first time ever, it looks pretty good. And I'm not that now, unlike a lot of people, I'm not as bothered about the missing paint around the dials, whereas Mastodon Power Coin is on the Morpher. But when you look at it on the Red Rangers, there's a little bit of that red on the Morpher. But I know a lot of people have pointed out that there is red missing around the dial of the Morpher, but that's okay. I mean, it's too hard to paint that in anyway. He moves just as good as all the other Rangers, even though, you know, with the knee crunch, you know, the knee crunches, elbow crunches, ankle pivots, just like with all the other figures. Now I'm gonna have to pose him and do his iconic Mastodon Black Ranger power pose for a bit, and then I'll pose him with his power axe. And also I gotta put the focus on, because this camera loves to do that, depending on where the shot is. Hold on for a second. I mean, it's almost just as good. Let me fix that. I gotta make it accurate. And then until when we get the green Zeo Ranger, when I get Adam's head, I'll snap Adam's head onto the Black Ranger and see how that looks there too. Yeah, this is awesome. And so far so good on the Black Ranger until I get the other Rangers. And then there is all kinds of other poses you can do with him. Of course, you can also do all of this, which I also didn't point out in a lot of my Lightning Collection figure reviews, about the butterfly joints to the abdomens and lifting the abdomens up and down in order to get some posing from back and forth to the front and back of the body, which is also great. Plus, you can move the arms and, you know, move the arms around well. Enter in the hands, but I don't really want to change the hands, because, you know, a lot of these figures are going to come with that gimmick, because of course there's different hands to choose and change. Now let's take a look at Zack holding his power axe. I don't know why I keep saying power blaster for some reason. Power axe. And then, you know, it's so hard to put the axe in his hand when you got it in gun mode. No, it's not. But okay, then I gotta put his wait a minute. Okay, now I gotta put Okay, this light is getting to me. Every single Lightning Collection figure, this light is just getting too close to my face. Yeah, I think I need to tone down on the light in here for these reviews, because I just wanted to make this bright as possible so everyone can see what I'm doing. And it's just, I don't know why I'm struggling to do this, because I mean, unless, you know, the hand, I mean, I know the fingers are tight, but that's just how it is with these figures. The fingers, when you have them doing iconic holdings of their weapons based on what you see of the Rangers on the screen, it's hard to do that. So, you know what? I'll just come back to that later and see how the Black Ranger looks holding his power axe as it is. And this is, I mean, and also the way how they did the power axe, you know, again, like I said, it's a lot longer, but it seems like they could have made it a little, you know, on the Dragon Shield one, the axe was a lot longer, but on the retail figure, the axe is so small. Like the long, this piece here, this part of the axe is so small that I wish it was a lot longer, so you can have that long axe grip for the Black Ranger. So I don't know why the heck they didn't bother give us two different power axes, because I don't really know why they couldn't do that. And now this is how he looks holding the axe, like he's lumberjacking somebody, or he's about to cut down some trees or such, or take down enemies. Okay, you got that pose going. Okay, now let's try how he has to hold his power axe again in gun mode. Okay, this is him holding it like a gun up in the air. And then this is how he's going to hold it where he's about to shoot and aim somebody like a cannon. Okay, now I got it, because earlier on I had trouble putting the you know, this hand onto the thrust grip of the handle grip of the axe in order to have him hold it like a gun. And then this is the Black Ranger holding it like a gun, and he's about to shoot someone with it. That's awesome. Okay, now on to, you know, okay, let's take the Black Ranger helmet off. I'll do a comparison of how his helmet looks so far compared to the other Mighty Morphin Black heads we've had over the years. Okay, now I gotta snap Zach's head onto, okay, it seems like you don't want to do this. This is just like what Ashley's review last time. It seems like your head just doesn't want to stay, you know, want to snap onto it. Seems like with Jason it's easier, but it's like you're having trouble, buddy. Like you're having trouble snapping onto the head joint. The head, you know, okay, now I got it. Okay, now I got it. Now this is Zach unmorphed with, in his Black Ranger suit. And this is how he looks without the helmet on. And take a good closer look. And then you got that shot. Actually, take another gander again on all sides. It's very accurate, even though I wish it came with his season 1 head instead of this. Okay, now I'm going to try, unlike the other figures, hold the helmet underneath his armpit, because I've been having trouble with that a lot lately, which I shouldn't, because it's it's one of the other iconic poses that Rangers do when you get actors cast as Ranger, you know, as Power Rangers, and then you got them having the helmets underneath their arms. But it seems like for Zach, unfortunately, it doesn't want to hold the helmet underneath his armpit, or maybe I'm doing something wrong with the arm gesture, the holding arm underneath helmet thing gesture itself. I don't know. Or just have him hold the helmet like he's gripping on it like a mortar. No, wait, I think I got it. But I gotta be careful, because his helmet may fall out of his hand at any given moment. Oh, I gotta raise the camera a little bit downward so you can see what I'm showing you. Because, you know, as a one-man army, I really suck at holding cameras and getting good shots at something. Oh yeah, and there's something about this ankle, you know, his foot. on the right foot, having him stand well. Oh, you know, he's about to plop over. Okay, now let's take a look at Zach holding his helmet, just like this, and take a good close look. Yep, just like that. And now that we got the entire, now that we got 2 Rangers of Mighty Morphin down, only 5, 7 more to go, even though, including the 2 Tommies, even though I originally pre-ordered the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, but I canceled it because I was not going to wait until January on Amazon. I know some stores like Target and Walmart has the Green Ranger already, but it's going to take a while until I get the rest of the original Mighty Morphin team all together, and yes, including the 2 Tommies, even if he is either the Green Ranger or White Ranger, depending on your preference of how you want to do the MMPR team. And now let's take a look at Jason and Zach together, because so far so good with the team. And now that I got 2 of Mighty Morphin, I just need to get the rest, and until I get a good video of the original team holding their holding their helmets, and they're doing all kinds of poses. And I will do an update video separately when I get around getting all of the Rangers together. So in final thoughts, the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger is good. I highly recommend it, and I highly hope that you guys get yours as well, because this figure is starting to get a little high priced and out of stock somewhere. I mean, unless you're lucky if you pre-ordered yours before they started becoming limited and with limited stock. And I really like it. Now this is how Jason and Zach look holding their helmets underneath their arms. And I gotta take a good picture of this. Hold on for a minute. Take a picture, and there you go. Okay, now let's do the comparison of the Black Ranger figures I have so far. Okay, now I gotta take his head off, put the helmet back, because it seems like helmets are easy to snap back on, but civilian heads for the Rangers are hard. I don't know why. Okay, now that we got the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger standing, now let's take out his predecessor figures I had so far. So what I have here in comparison to the Lightning Collection, okay, now I got the 1995 movie Black Ranger and the Legacy Collection Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, which I already reviewed already. Because actually, come to think of it, when you look at the helmets for the Black Ranger, I had the head sculpts for the Black Ranger from Bandai versus Hasbro. Okay, now actually I have to do it in order. From Bandai to Hasbro. And okay, I gotta have his head go up. Okay, so you look at the comparison of the helmet sculpts. Who did the Black Ranger helmet sculpt better? Let me know in the comments. I mean, they're fairly good in their own right. Although when Bandai did the Legacy one, this one, it was accurate to what he looks like on the show. I feel like when you look at the Hasbro Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, it seemed like they were aiming for the look of the Black Ranger helmet from the Boom Studio comics, I think, but it's still the TV show Black Ranger. And of course, this is how the Black Ranger, although this was Adam in the movie, not Zach, and this is how his helmet looked in the 1995 movie. I do have another Mighty Morphin Black Ranger figure, but it's a vintage 90s figure, but I feel like I'm too lazy to get that one out. But anyway, this is it. This is my army of Black Rangers so far. I know there's more figures of that to come, because I've always been a fan of out of all the Mighty Morphin suits, the Black Ranger was always my favorite. This and the Blue Ranger and the Green and White Ranger suits. Actually, all of the Mighty Morphin suits are my favorite. But if there was one that was my all-time favorite, it's the Black Ranger. Because there's just something about that Mastodon helmet, the black suit, I mean the Mastodon, later Frog power coins, I mean whether it be Zach or Adam in that suit, regardless, it's, whoever's the Black Ranger is the Black Ranger. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Zach or Adam, it's still the Black Ranger nevertheless, and I still like the costume. So anyway, that's it for my review, guys. Time is running out. My camera's running out of battery. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys next time with a brand new review. Until the next Power Rangers Lightning Collection review. Anyway, thanks for watching.